GTA San Andreas has many safe houses you can buy, but some of them are way more useful, iconic, or memorable than others. So today, we're taking a look at the best safe houses CJ can own. We begin in Los Santos, with one of the most relaxing early game properties in the game. The Santa Maria Beach Safe House sits close to the ocean, not far from the Pay and Spray, with a beautiful view of the beach and the surrounding streets. From the outside, it looks like a small summer house, with large windows, a wide front area, and a much more expensive design than most buildings around it. This place feels even more nostalgic on PlayStation 2 console. Also, the funny thing is, the house looks like it should have 2 floors, but once you go inside, the interior is much smaller than the exterior suggests. Still, it has everything you need. A kitchen and dining area, a dressing room, a living room, 2 bedrooms, a wardrobe, and the save disc. So, it may not be the biggest or most luxurious property in the game, but with a garage, a great beach location, and that relaxing ocean atmosphere, Santa Maria Beach is still one of the most memorable safe houses we can buy early in the game. We're moving to San Fierro, to a safe house that may not look luxurious at first, but it has one of the biggest advantages in the entire game. The Hashbury safe house becomes available after the mission Are You Going to San Fierro? At first, it may not look as luxurious as some of the other houses on this list, but this property has one huge advantage. It comes with one of the biggest garages in the entire game. You can store up to 4 vehicles here, which makes it perfect for players who like collecting rare cars, saving mission vehicles, or keeping their favorite rides. And the interior is also surprisingly unique. Unlike many other safe houses, this one has its own layout. Once you enter, a staircase leads you up into a cozy living space with sofas, a TV, a table, and a few potted plants. There is also a decent-sized kitchen, and the hallway connects to the wardrobe, bedroom, and bathroom. It is not the most beautiful safe house in San Andreas, but when it comes to usefulness, garage space, and a unique interior, Hashbury is easily one of the best properties you can own. Since we are still in San Fierro, let's take a look at another safe house that has a completely different feeling. This one is located in Calton Heights, in the upper part of San Fierro, on a street with one of the funniest names in the game. Windy, 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 Windy Street. And honestly, that name fits perfectly, because this whole area feels inspired by the steep streets and Victorian apartments of real-life San Francisco. The safe house itself looks like a classic San Fierro city property. It has a really nice urban atmosphere. It also comes with an attached garage that can store 2 cars. Inside, the interior feels more like a mid-range city home. There are 3 bedrooms, a bathroom, a large living room, and a kitchen. So compared to some smaller safe houses in the game, this one actually feels pretty spacious. There are also a few small details around the property. A cart can spawn across the street, a camera pickup can be found down the hill, and flowers spawn nearby. The only annoying thing is that this area can be quite busy with pedestrians. Overall, Calton Heights is not the most iconic safe house in San Andreas, but if you want a stylish San Fierro property with a garage, a spacious interior, and a great city atmosphere, this one definitely deserves a spot. After San Fierro, let's head into the countryside. This safe house is located in Palomino Creek, the largest town in Red County, northeast of Los Santos. It does not look very impressive from the outside, right? It is small and a bit old, but the interior is actually larger than you would expect. Inside you'll find a small living area with armchairs near the TV, a bathroom, a bedroom area, a wardrobe, and the save disc. It is not luxurious, but it fits the countryside perfectly. For me, Palomino Creek is probably the best rural safe house in the game. And maybe I'm a little biased, because back in 2004, on my old PlayStation 2, I spent so much time in this little countryside town. So for me, this place is pure nostalgia. It feels simple, quiet, useful, and perfectly placed for traveling through Red County. But let me know what you think about this rural safe house. Now we are finally heading to Las Venturas. And this next safe house is located in Prickle Pine. one of the richest neighborhoods in the entire game. It is also the same neighborhood where Millie Perkins lives, which connects this place to the Las Venturas part of the story. You can buy this property later in the game after completing Unfamous Learning to Fly and Yay Kaboom Boom missions. From the outside, it looks like a small luxury mansion, but the interior is actually bigger than you might expect. Downstairs, you'll find a dining room, a small bar, and a kitchen that looks different from most other safe house interiors. The save disc is placed in the hallway. Upstairs, you'll find a luxury bathroom, a wardrobe, and a room with a PC. With marble floors, elegant lamps, and a clean Las Venturas design, this safe house really feels like one of CJ's high-end purchases. It may not be the most iconic property in the game, but if we are talking about rich lifestyle, comfort, and the atmosphere, Prickle Pine definitely deserves a place on this list. After the rich neighborhood of Prickle Pine, we are moving deeper into the desert. This next safe house is located in El Quebrados, a small town in Bone County with a medical center and a sheriff's office. It is also the same town where CJ's girlfriend Barbara lives and works. From the outside, Safe House is a simple single-story desert house. The interior is very basic and uses the same style as several other rural and desert houses. There are only 2 main rooms, but El Quebrados is useful because of what the town offers: a pay and spray, an ammunition, and even a barber shop. And the funny thing is, this barber shop is not marked on the map, but you can still go inside and get a haircut there. So if you want to build a 100% relationship with Barbara, repair your car, buy weapons, or just use this place as a desert base, this safe house actually becomes very practical. And finally, we have one of the most unique properties in the game, Verdant Meadows Airfield. Located in the middle of the Bone County desert, this abandoned airport becomes CJ's property during the mission Verdant Meadows, after Mike Torino tells him to buy it for $80,000. And unlike normal safe houses, this is not just a house. It is an entire abandoned airfield. You have a control tower, a dirt runway, multiple air wrecks, and a desert atmosphere that makes the whole place feel like an aircraft graveyard. It also becomes an important story location because this is where CJ completes the flying school. But the biggest reason why Verdant Meadows is so useful is storage. This is the only safe house in the game with 2 garages. There is a smaller garage next to the main building, and then there is the massive hangar, where you can store large vehicles, helicopters, and even planes. After the mission Up, Up and Away, a Leviathan helicopter will also spawn here. So even though Verdant Meadows is not a traditional home, it is easily one of the best, most useful, and most memorable properties we can own. Now let's return to Los Santos and take a look at one of the most expensive and luxurious safe houses we can buy in the game. The Mulholland Safehouse is located high in the Vinewood Hills area, close to Mad Dog's mansion, and far above the chaos of the city. And this is actually the most expensive safe house in the entire game. From the outside, it really feels like CJ's rich lifestyle property. Visually, this place definitely feels like one of the most impressive homes in the game. But the funny thing is, the interior is much smaller than the exterior suggests. It uses the same layout as the Doherty safe house, with several rooms, a bathroom, a living space, and a kitchen dining area where the save disc is located. The garage is also surprisingly small, especially for such an expensive property. But even with these small downsides, Mulholland still deserves a place on this list. Because when it comes to location, price, city views, and luxury atmosphere, this is easily one of the most iconic safe houses we can buy in Los Santos. And that's my list of the best safe houses we can buy in the game. Now let me know in the comments, do you agree with this list? Or do you have your own favorite safe house? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.